welcome back to This Week in Lacrosse, presentation of Lacrosse Inside the Game. My name is Gary Mark, along with Ron Messer. And Ron, we took the week off last week.
Yes, we did. A well-deserved rest from the lacrosse wars due to the All-Star break, Gary, and we head back into the second half of the season starting this Friday night.
Yeah. And that's what we're going to talk about to start off this week. I just feels like it's been a season ago that we played lacrosse, and I guess I got my own thoughts on the All-Star game. Let me hear yours in any sport for that matter, not just lacrosse. I mean, the score this year ended up, it was short of a basketball score.
27-21 or something.
I mean, that's football at its best.
You know,
what do you think?
All-Star games got their start back in the 40s with the great Ace Bailey and Eddie Shore thing, where the guy tripped the great Leaf player and he almost died, and the teams all got together and decided to have an All-Star game to raise money to help his family and help Ace Bailey get back on his feet. And it continued there for a few years. But, you know, all the pro sports have got them now. And frankly, I think they're a waste of time, and I think they're a break in the momentum for all the players and the interest for the fans.
Yeah, and I think, I think the biggest thing is the fact that all the All-Star games, with all the big sports, I mean, lacrosse maybe being the only exception, all the big sports, there's so many dollars tied up in players, there's so many dollars tied up in the game, that when players go to these games, they don't go all out, and they don't go to play hard, they just go to have a big social. So, I mean, I guess for the kids, it's maybe a great chance to see all of their favorite players on the floor at the same time. But for the lacrosse fan, I mean, come on, 27-21, you should have played without goalies.
Yeah, and I saw a little bit there. They followed a couple of my suggestions, I guess, and had a target shooting event instead of a silly event like a guy throwing a stick up in the air, dropping his pants, catching a ball, throwing it between his legs, kind of nonsense we saw a couple of years ago. Yeah. And I frankly found it quite embarrassing.
Well, I mean, as far as nonsense, I mean, throwing Dan Dawson on the back of a little go-kart.
Yeah.
Do you think Dan had a lot of fun doing that? I mean, I give him credit. I mean, he did it, and he tried to look like he was having fun. Putting Mark Steenhouse in a big Michelin boy outfit, I mean, what's that?
No, I frankly find the entire thing embarrassing, and shame on you, National Lacrosse League.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Please don't, I don't want to sound like Don Cherry coming on here and shoving my opinion on everybody's throat. That's my own personal opinion. It was embarrassing.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think there's better things that could have been done.
Yes. With
the players that were there. I mean, skills competition, absolutely. I mean, there's so many different things you could do with show the players off and show their skills. Dressing them up in a little bubble and putting them on the back of I don't know. I don't get that.
I'm all one for promotions and getting the crowd involved, and having a bit of a laugh and stuff. But putting your premier guys in ridiculous situations, I'm shame on you. Shame on you. Sorry.
So, anyways, next thing we're going to talk about here, because we don't have any games to talk about last week, we're going to talk though a little bit about. I think the NLL actually did us a favor with our Truly Lacrosse Cares charity game.
Yes, they did.
Talk a little bit about that. Just came out the other day, the playoffs, the playoff weeks and everything like that. And lo and behold, April 24th weekend, they're taking off.
Yeah, and I've got it right here. The NLL has announced the schedule of weekends for the 2009 playoffs to begin with the division semifinals on the weekend of May 1st to the 3rd. The divisional finals played in the weekend of 8th to the 10th of May. The championship game played on the weekend of May the 15th to the 17th. The format remains the same, unchanged from last year. 8 of the league's 12 teams will advance to the playoffs, top 4 finishes, East and West. All playoff games are single elimination, and the dates are the final weekend of the season is April the 16th to the 18th. The 24th to the 26th, that weekend that we're interested in here at Lacrosse Inside the Game and Truly Lacrosse Cares. Sorry, I keep getting that mixed up. That weekend, all the players will be sitting home having a well-deserved rest, but we would like them all to appear here at Iroquois Park Arena and help us out with our marathon charity game for the Children's Wish.
Yeah, and now that we know that, we're going to be all over all of them to get them out.
And all you guys out there that watch this, we need you.
Yeah. Coaches and players alike.
Yeah.
So anybody, anywhere.
If you're worried about getting hurt, or your teams are worried about liability of getting hurt, well, come on out and just show your face, sign a few autographs, kiss a few babies, shake a few hands. That's what we want you here for.
Kiss a few babies.
No matter what age, small, big ones.
Kiss a few babies. That's a good one. So. So yeah, I think that, I mean, just by luck of the chance, I don't know how that worked out for us, but that is great, because that was one of the concerns I had. We have talked to a number of NLL players, and they've committed somewhat, just not knowing whether they would be in the playoffs or not. So the fact now that that's an open week for all those guys, you know, and I'm hoping that they will come out, and it's, as you say, it's going to be a deserved rest for all of them. But I'm certainly hoping a number of those guys can come out, and coaches, players, and you know, anybody affiliated with the NLL, if they can make it down and help us out at the event, that would be awesome. So. And
I just want to say out there, I hope anybody that caught our act on Rogers TV there a week or so ago, take it to heart. You know, we were looking for about 300 participants, a couple of $100 each in sponsorships. We're trying to raise 50 grand for this. And Rogers TV, hey, thanks a lot for having us on. It was a hoot.
Yes.
I've got it on DVD. You know, we got great faces for radio, Gary. But thanks again, Rogers TV.
But we're working on that.
We're working on it. You know, we hope to work with Rogers a lot more in the coming months. For all facets of lacrosse too.
Yeah, and again with that game in mind as well, just this week, the Children's Wish has put up the ability to have all of the participating players go in and register themselves, sign themselves up online. Obviously, it doesn't cost anything to do that, but then to go out and get pledges online. So I sent that email out earlier this week. There's about probably 15 people so far that have taken advantage of it, and I've set a personal goal. We've got a $50,000 goal for the event. I've myself set a $1,000 goal, and I'm happy to say $125 already in my little kitty.
Cool.
That's online. I've got another 50 offline, so 175. I'm almost 20% of the way to my goal. So again, anybody out there that is playing, I did send an email out to all the people that have registered. We are up right around 100 right now. Terrific. Anybody out there that has registered, go to that link that I sent you, or email me if you didn't get it. I'm pretty sure I caught everybody. You can sign yourself up and then blast your email book and tell everybody to go sign you or pledge you to play in the game.
Cool.
So that's pretty much about it for now. We're going to come back in a couple of minutes here with our picks for the week, unless you've got something more you want to talk about.
No, I got a few things I want to talk about in the second half of the show this week, and we'll jam them in there.
Right on.